I'm a bit of a 3D CG nerd kinda guy. I always know how they work, so I also had this admiration for whenever I see uses of it in anime. I like hybrid 2D 3D Sakuga CG, I like Studio Orange CG, I like idol anime CG, and I like very niche D4DJ anime CG. I have a special admiration for them, unlike the hate boner most anime fans would have. They allow for some refreshing and innovative new visuals. So when I first saw this scene on the trailer for The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses, my reaction isn't, "Oh my god, this is the best, most innovative work I've seen ever on an anime," but more like, why? What purpose does this serve? To me, there's two main things that are wrong with the show: the composition and the compositing. Let's start with the first one. There are two kinds of camera movements in video, the one where you actually move the camera around and the one where you just crop an already rendered shot. In anime, the latter is usually more common as, well, it's easier since you're already dealing with 2D layers. Fancy camera work is only specifically reserved if the scene really calls for it, if it serves a true purpose. Now, please do tell, why are they so persistent on using the 3D camera on the show? I can't deduct a pattern. It feels like they're doing it just because. Alright, okay. Let's say they just wanted a 3D camera. Just because. Probably to flex. Well, the least they can do is actually respect photography composition rules. In my last video about Dogakobo, I talked about how Daisuke Hiramaki does his framing. He does it like how an actual cameraman might shot the scene. Now, The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses, probably in the search for cool, totally disregards this thing. It doesn't even move like a drone, it looks like we're in Minecraft spectator mode, complete with super wide field of view like we're playing PvP. I would get it if they did this for a reason, but the camera placement itself is also very random. There are no rhyme or reason. The characters can be very far off to the side or far away without much thought put into them. The camera's focal length too fluctuates for no apparent reason. Okay, say they did want to use a 3D camera and use a more free-form movement unhindered by realistic human movement. Well, commonly, in normal, proper 3D animation, you would set a literal arc, a curve, for the camera to move in, so that the camera could actually move smoothly with consistent speed. The camera in the show does not have a consistent speed. Consider this scene where he walks up the stairs. The camera suddenly stops and rotates in a very jerky manner, and it also doesn't move in a smooth curve either. It bounces a lot in an almost but not quite linear way. Now, again, I would get it if they at least have a sort of pattern for this, but it's so random. It literally served no purpose. This show would look infinitely better if they just framed it like a normal anime. In fact, yes, there are parts of the show where it looks like a normal anime and it looks infinitely better, which is a shame since this idea of using a 3D camera for a slice of life anime is actually pretty interesting. There are a lot of potential here for more subtle storytelling and such, but they kinda just wasted it by simply using it as a haphazard bragging rights. Now, is there a good example of realistic 3D camera in a more chill anime style environment? Well, yes they are. The music video for Nameless Name from girls band Cry. You can see this was choreographed by people that actually knows about composition. Every shot makes sense, there's a clear focal point, and when the camera moves, it's actually smooth and consistent to properly frame the environment. Why do stupid wide shots with nonsensical camera placement when you can do this? Sure, I can understand if they really want bragging rights by doing these stupid fly shots. If they were consistent. There's this shot where they finally enter the classroom. It starts off relatively normally, the camera moving all in the sexy, schmexy, fancy 3D way. Then the camera stops, and it continues with a 2D zoom and pan. For what purpose? I'm gonna take this chance to show Bang Grim it's mygo. It is full CG, made by people that actually knows how to use a 3D camera. And actually, if you saw my previous video analyzing their style, they even emulated 2D camera movements for their supposed full CG shots. That's dedication. On the opening, they used a mixture of both styles of camera work to differentiate between the shots. You can tell which is which by spotting the parallax of the scene. It's done with proper intent here to properly frame the characters, and it's actually harder to do than if they just do it completely 3D all the way. Now, in saying that, I still have no idea about this shot. This has been the theme of this video basically. I tried looking for a reason, even coming up with excuses, but honestly I might be putting more thought to it than the actual storyboarders. Why are the cameras so wide? Why some shots are done with 2D camera cropping? Why are there so many impossible slider shots? I have no idea. the compositing. It's when you combine different layers of things into one. In this instance, part of that process is combining the hand-drawn layers into the 3D environment. The characters aren't 3D models, remember, they're still drawings. In the final composite, that is. I don't think I have to describe this one, you can just take one look at it. They are very jittery, they constantly slide around, they constantly clip in and out, even the frame rate doesn't match. Okay, so you know those shitty 60 FPS AI interpolated anime openings? Yeah, they use that here, and you can tell. Now, again, if they had a reason, if they're at least consistent with that AI interpolation thing, I can understand. But they literally didn't use those for the previous shot. Why this shot in particular? Why does this particular scene needs to be in max frames per second? Gohands, what do you know that I don't? Now these things are really tailored for either actual choppy in real life camera footage or actual interpolated keyframe animation. For hand-drawn stuff, unless the input is very consistent, the result would be very jerky. The keyframe drawings on this show aren't consistent and the result are very jerky. Let's talk briefly on how they even make these. I said it previously that these things are 2D drawings on the final composite. To make these in the first place, it is very likely that they traced roughly animated 3D models. Now, this may look impressive, but it's actually easier than you might think. This is a very effective way of animating a shot with complex 3D movements. So if you think the godly staff at Production Gohands, Animation Entertainment to Advance are living in CD Projekt Red style crunch period, then think again. They're actually eating good and are able to meet their families on the weekends. The thing about this show though is that I sound like a broken record. They're inconsistent. The frames are rough. I mean, how can they not with an animation this complex? You can usually get away with this if the animation isn't as complex as this, but like, you know. Execution is everything. I saw a lot of people defending the show saying it's ambitious and it's doing something new, but as we saw with that Titan submersible thing, being ambitious and doing something new isn't exactly capturing the whole picture. Though that doesn't mean being very ambitious for a genre is a bad thing. Bocce the Rock is a famous example, but what shows like Bocce the Rock, AKB Sailor Uniform, or even Nichijou have that the girl I like forgot her glasses doesn't, is proper execution of their wild ideas, a proper vision, an intent. If you're doing something just because, the least you can do is knowing how to do it properly. I can appreciate the effort, I'll give them that. This show in general has a really high production value than most rom-coms, but I can't take the final product seriously. I don't know what it is they want, I don't know what it is. Even if they wanted bragging rights, just making something that looks cool, this is too ambitious for its own good. I said it in passing a few minutes ago, but for when this show doesn't try to be different TM, this show actually looks amazing. I like how this looks, but I guess flexing their cool spectator mode 3D camera is more important than proper camera work. It doesn't matter that it's subpar or could actually induce motion sickness on unfortunate individuals, as long as they can be cool or something. Well, I guess this show is really doomed for the bin. I'm just gonna continue commenting or something.